big lick and chew there. That's good. Alright, so one of the big issues, I said at the start of the video, one of the big issues is head shyness. So one of the ways that I'll work on a head shyness is simply throwing things up around his head. That's pretty good. I don't like that little, it's like a little avoidant sort of shake of the head there. Like he's, get that away from me, get that away from me. I'm just going to keep tossing that up there. Just keep tossing it up. He can't get away from it. Keep tossing it up. It's not going to hurt him, but he's not going to get a relief from it. He's not going to get a break from it until he stops his feet and accepts it. And eventually I'll be looking for him to drop his head to it. He's got his head jacked right up in the air, he's pinning his ears, he's, I don't like this. Well, that's alright, mate. You can not like it as much as you like, but it's not hurting you, and it's certainly not going to kill you. So, you just got to learn to deal with it, buddy. I'll sit here and do this for a while until I get a bit of a change. So far I've had no change at all. He's pretty adamant he's going to try and resist and throw his head up in the air, and if he keeps backing up like that, I'll make him back up. There's a lick and a chew. So I'll reward that lick and chew. I don't mind that. That's good. And I'll back away even a little and draw him. Let him know it's a good thing. So he's relaxing himself around what we're doing. So I'll do that again. So as long as he's trying to resist, pinning his ears and backing up, throwing his head, I'm going to keep doing this. And see, now because he's pinning his ears, that rope is stuck behind that ear. So he's done that to himself. So I'm just going to keep playing with that as it is. He can do whatever he wants. When I get a change that I like, I'm going to stop flicking it. Yeah? So because he's pinned his ears, he's locked that rope in behind his ear and it won't come out. There's a lick and a chew. That's good. I like that. And he can sit with that rope there now. I'll reward that lick and chew. He can sit there with that rope there now and think about what he's done. And he's not done anything bad. He's just being avoidant. So I'm going to flick that rope around a little more. And it's going around his eye and around his ear. That's better. He's dropped his head a little there. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm just going to get him to yield a hindquarter here. There. Good. Good. So I just want this to be sort of facing the camera. You can see what I'm doing here. Give him a pat there. Good. So you can see this rope sort of goes up over his forehead between his two ears. So he's wanted to pull his head away there when I put my hand up there. So I'm going to just rub him a bit there. I'm going to get him to come off that. Press between his ears and his pole there. I'm not going to release that. I'm not going to back off from it until he gives to me a little. Only has to be a tiny bit. Only has to be a tiny bit. Just want a little fraction of give. And bump, 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 bump. I want him to make a little effort. Tiny little effort there, and he blinked for me. So I'll take that away. And you can see this rope is over his forehead, going between his ears, and coming down behind that left ear. So he's done that to himself, as I was saying. It sort of flopped over that way, and he's pinned his ears. So I'm going to just use this opportunity. He unpinned his ear and it come off. But that's good. That's telling me he was feeling a little bit better about it. So that's good. I'll go back to doing what I was doing. And it's gone the other way. That's good. Yeah, good. Good. That's a little better. A little less of a reaction there. There's a bit more of a reaction. So I'll just keep playing around with this, and I'll get a little bit more forceful with it, I guess you'd say. I'm not being so gentle about it. Good. Good, that's real nice there. No reaction there at all. So I'll give him a pat and I'll walk away from that. So none of these head shy reactions that he's having are overly bad. But one of the problems that his owner's having is bridling and handling him around his ears. There he wants to pull. So I'm going to grab a hold of his mane there, between his ears, at his pole, and I'm going to squeeze, 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 and bring him back to me with his nose there. Good. Release there. So that's the spot where I want him for bridling. Here. Drop your head. So I'm squeezing the skin. There's a little give. Good. I'm squeezing the skin between his ears where his mane's growing out of, sort of either side of his mane there, at his pole. Just giving him, making him feel a little pinch. Come to me. Good, that was a real nice give there. I like that. So this is where I want him for bridling. This is what I teach my horses. Well, I teach all horses that I'm breaking in, but particularly my horses. This is where I want them for bridling. Like my horses aren't much over, well, they're around the 14 and 15 hand mark. But this is where I want them, regardless. I want their nose at my belly. Yeah. Because I don't want to be reaching for them to put that bridle on. I don't want them to be turning their nose away from me. I don't want to have to be reaching out for them to get the bit in their mouth. Yeah, that's nice there. Give him a good rub there. That's real nice. I like that a lot. No reaction there between his ears at all. He was very reactive to being touched there just a few minutes ago, as we saw. I'll rub those ears nice there like that. Yeah, make that feel pretty good. There, he's wanted to react there, so I'll keep playing with that one. I'll bring him back to me with that squeeze. Give me your head. Give me your head. Good. Back, back, back. I want to make him back. He wants to back. He backs a lot. Back, 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 back. Backing up is not a way to get out of things. Backing up means more backing up till you want to stop backing up, and then we'll back up some more. Good. And then we'll walk out of that. Give him a bit of a rest there. And I'll go right back to what I was doing. I'll give him a pat as I'm coming in. I'm not here to hurt you, buddy. Alright, we go right back to what we were doing. You want to get reactive about my hand there on top of his pole. I'm going to squeeze, 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 squeeze. And I hold that squeeze and I jiggle it. There, he gives me nice, good. I'm going to give him a rub there. Hold him there. And release. Good. So I'm not jerking on him or anything like that. I'm adding pressure. I'm not forcing him into a position. I'm adding pressure until he finds that spot himself. This is nice and gentle here. I want his head coming to me. Now I'll squeeze, 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 squeeze. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. I want him to make an effort. I want him to make an effort to come off that squeeze. There's a little effort, and I'll give him a rub there. Oh, and he's tipped his nose into my belly there, nice, that's good. That's good. And we're going to approach that right ear. That was a bit of a problem for us a minute ago. I'm going to approach that. He's wanting to avoid it. I'm going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So avoiding adds pressure. Yeah, good. That's better. Good, and I'll release there. Nice. Alright, kid. Come to me. Good. And I'll add some pressure at the pole there. Good, nice big release there. Good. Really give to me nice. Give me a good pat there. Good. Good. And I'll rub that left ear. And I'll be a little bit more gentle about that right ear. That was a bit of an issue for us. I'm going to grab hold of it like I did the left ear. He seems much better with that one. There, he got reactive. I'm going to squeeze, squeeze. Come back to me. Good. Good. That's much better. So he's slowly lifting his head up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Come back to me. Squeeze. Come back to me. I want to release now. He's not releasing. He's sort of holding himself there. I want him to make an effort to come off that. He's at around about the height I like, but he's not made an effort to come off it. There's a little effort. Good. And I'll pay some attention to that right ear there while he's there. Good. That's much better. Much better. Good kid. Well done.